Gundam's Tomino, Yasuhiko comments on war themes on Girls and Panzer KanColle. Tomino, there's nothing cool about the military. On August 15, Gundam franchise creator Yoshiyuki Tomino and Gundam original character designer Yoshikazu Shizuko sat down for an interview to discuss the themes of war and anime. To mark the 70th anniversary of VJ Day. In the interview, Tomino may reckon the casual use of warships and tanks in entertainment as a sign the conflict isn't treated seriously by the younger generation. In anime world, stories like Girls and Panzer and KanColle has come out. They are parts that they can accept as entertainment, but I wondered if this is okay. For my generation, it thought war should be represented this way, and it makes me uncomfortable. He praised Sunao Katabushi's In This Corner of the World film as a rare work for showing the conflict for the eyes of Japanese citizens and how the military closes civilian life. I didn't know any other were like it. He said he didn't even to say that every year in August, stories about World War II are remembered. But in his view, the national conversation is only ever but the lived experience of the victims. Japanese people don't think about war during realized perspective discuss whether the self-defense forces are good or bad. Tomino stated that Japan will see war again and instead is bombarded with environmental issues such as energy, food, water, and waste plastics. He sarcastically mentioned that satisfy the pressing problems. He wonders if the Japan Self-Defense Force really has a time to create the Safe Operations Squadron. Finally, he refers to the public perception of the military at school. There's nothing cool about it. He said, after all, war must not happen. However, unfortunately, we will not read wars thanks to the delusion of those who were yearning for it. The Gundam creator stated that there will be no war in his next project, but Space Battleship Yamato 2002-05 will still come out. I don't know what this looks like, he said. Yasuhiko also spoke about his opinion on war and humanity. We're basically stupid, he said. Referring to how war continues to repeat itself, he would compute sanity in the midst of all this and not religion, justice, patriotism, or anything like that. I think they were drawn to the perspective of the little bird people who are caught up in the conflict. And we see ourselves to them, but humanity is unable to see the effects they have on the little people, but tend to commit terrible mistakes. Yasuhiko then discussed how his drawing Inotatsumi's Siberian Shopahishi, or Inoue Inotatsumi's Secret History of the Siberian Intervention, a manga about the Siberian intervention, a dispatch for the spies by the world and regarded as a foolish thing, but the more I research it, the more I understand. There is no other choice. I realized that I want to depict the plights of the little people, how they were being controlled. He reflected that part of the reason people tell stories about history and war is to witness the precocious times that other days are wrong. If he was to be born some years earlier, he could have been killed in an air raid or died on the battlefield. The small gap in age created a vast chance to the life experience between him and his parents. We didn't educate in democracy after the war, didn't respect our elders, we buried them. Those are the guys who made the mistakes. We didn't participate in such an idiotic war. The people who suffered in a war spoke little of their suffering. And because we received no retaliation, we were free to run our mouths, but we were ready to ignore their suffering. That's why I feel like we have to make amends, to tell them what they do, too. One done terrible things, he said.